Okay, match number 3 after our opponent was very kind and conceded out of our other match. There we go. We can actually bring the chat over and say hello to people now. We win the dice roll, and this hand of cards is cardy and handy, and this actually looks pretty fine, so we'll keep. We have our inspiring statuary, so great. Happy with that. I'm going to take that upkeep, stop off. Lead on with a swamp, pass the turn. Red is good. We will have an Aether Poisoner, which did a super job for us in our first game. We get some energy and pass the turn, and we are going to press number 8, which will pass. We get to scry. Do we have a May scry? Swamp to the bottom. I'm going to say we're going to go for a statuary here, I think. Do we want to swing? Would I take that trade? I'd rather have this back as a blocker, so I'm not super bothered at the moment. I'm just going to play Inspiring Statuary and pass the turn, I think. See what he does. He might attack. He might not. 1/1 Death Touches are very good blockers. Not against 2/2 flyers, but yeah. Well, I can actually cast this 4/3, so I will. Haha. Boom. And I'm totally gonna have servo. This is what we wanted to happen. This is the thing. Still no attacks, but we'll pass the turn. We can, if we get blue, we can shrewdly negotiate our servo away for something good. Wow, Chandra's Revolution, and a swamp does not untap. We're taking 2 damage. Woo. And we're drawing stuff that we can't do anything about. So hurrah. So we've got 5 mana here. I think at this point I am going to attack and pay my energies to get a servo. See if he blocks. Does not block. Interesting. Okay, well, improvisation is the key. All the improvising. Get some menace. Get some salvage. We need now some blue, and that would be lovely. We can actually sort one of these junky servos for something that's a little more exciting. Like, say, this Dawn Feather Eagle. That would be good. Well, I've taken 6 here, so... Ow. Night Market Guard is a card. Still no blue mana, so kind of sucks, but we'll play it. So I could sacrifice this 1 servo to this salvager, make it a 3/3, and swing with it. I think I'd probably take that if he wanted to double block. And I'm going to swing in, visit, see what happens. Probably just takes this. Yeah. down to 16, and pass the turn. So his Aegis construct is again neutralized, but the flyers are going to cause a problem unless we get some blue mana. Blue would be good. Combat. Yeah, 5 damage. Sure, we can't block. Go to 7. And some mana gets you an Aether Chaser. Sure. Literally the opposite to blue mana. Yeah, this is going to go poorly for us. I'm gonna probably just attack with the Ali Strangler. I think that seems fine. See what happens. And he's down to 14. We'll pass the turn. It's not looking promising. We really needed that blue mana to show up. We sort of had a fun turn, but Thriving grubs. They're thriving. Dumping the hand out. Getting destructive tampering. Are we just dead? Yep, we just are. We can see the game. Wow, that was a fast one. All right, well, what do we bring in? Do we want to bring in much stuff? Flying, reach seems good. Just pretty decent. Potentially the filigree crawler, but realistically, not super awesome. Malfunction. Potentially for a big flyer, so we'll take out the. I really wasn't that excited by the Sly Requisitioner. So, come on, we need to take one more out. What do we not want? Definitely want Cruel Finality. Take out the Night Market card. That's fine. Submit. We will go first and ship it. That's kind of a bit better. Yeah, keep. Yeah, here we go. Right, well, time for another slog. We'll see how it goes. So, Aether Theorist on turn 2 is not too bad for the. I just scryed you away. Go away. So, get a couple of scries. Help sort out our draws. And this, well, I think we're just going to pass, but I'm going to equip this up just for the hell of it. Big blocker. Pass the turn. There's an Osprey. That's not good. Oh, geez. Lands. Too many lands. Ooh, but there's this Consulate Skygate. That is pretty damn sweet. Yes, please. I think I might actually equip that to the Consulate Skygate. Pass the turn. Probably could have attacked with it first, but actually no, I want to scry with it, so what am I talking about? Tenori di Grazia is our opponent. Sure. Great. Plus X plus 4 damage to it. Chandra's Alright, just Beaumat Bazaar Barge. Well, we are going to scry again. It's not great. Bottom. Cruel Finality is actually pretty sweet. So, well, we're not attacking. Here comes the... Ooh. Now, do we want to fabricate onto that? Ooh, makes it a 5/5 native. But we are basically an improvised deck, so we might as well have that servo, and I think we will have a 5/5. I think that seems reasonable. And we'll pass the turn. This is looking a little bit better. Little bit better. Just going to drag that up very slightly. Aha. Spontaneous artist. Nice. Hasty. Ah, but it can also crew. That's pretty good. Well, it's our last scry. It's probably a good thing. Well, Renegade Map is something we can cast, certainly. Thinning is a part of our deck. Well, no. Artifacts. But, yeah. So, if he does crew this barge up, we can Cruel Finality, which actually is pretty decent. Although we might want to save it for a... yeah. I'm not swinging him for 5 because, well, I could have swung him for 5 actually. He might have crewed the barge, and if he would have, then that would have been a good trick. Maybe I'll do that next turn, depending on what he does this turn. I mean, he might be fine with this to just die. Aha, here it comes. See, I'm slightly more worried about this now because he might do something ridiculous. Okay, that's not so bad. He says. So I'm just blocking this on the Skygate, I think, and then... Ooh, okay. Hasty Bird is... It's not good, but... In comes everything. Sure. Make it a bit smaller. Swamp to the bottom. Probably should have blocked the bird. That was a bit of a mistake. Still. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you not attacking? What's going on? It's not like I even care about this spontaneous artist as much, I don't think. Oh, jeez. How many of these do you have? I love this deck, but damn. I'm suddenly a lot happier I didn't attack with this. Not hugely happy, but... Fine. Yeah. We're taking 4. This many flyers is kind of terrifying. A combat trick, of course. But of course. Il y a une trick de combat. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty big. Well, might as well thin our deck. I don't think there's much we can do. Yeah, well. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Right. Congratulations. That is the end of the match. Well, we have one win despite not winning a single game. That's something. Yeah, not great. I will say that blue-black deck is possibly one of the worst decks I think I've ever drafted. So yeah, okay, good. We'll move on to our next draft then, and yeah, see how it goes.